The door frame was cracking when I was on the phone with my client. Yes, I'll deliver your logo tomorrow, I said. My voice wasn't shaking, but everything inside me was burning. Another crack, louder this time. My landlord Mike's voice slammed against the walls. Sarah, either you open this door or I'm calling a locksmith. It was 2 days ago. I couldn't pay rent. For the first time. I'd lived in this apartment for 5 years. 5 years without a single late payment. But this month, this goddamn month, everything fell apart. I'm a graphic designer. Or I was. The agency I worked for went bankrupt. The owner vanished. 3 months of my salary, gone. No savings, no insurance, no plan. 32 years old, forced to start from zero. You'll find clients, my mom said on the phone. Her voice was hopeful. I wasn't. Because finding clients wasn't easy. In New York, there were thousands of designers. Each one cheaper than me, faster than me, more social media savvy. I was just good. But nobody paid for good anymore. On the third crack, I stood up, grabbed my laptop, told the client, "Excuse me for 1 second," and hung up. When I opened the door, Mike's face was bright red. He had the locksmith's business card in his hand. Sarah, I told you this morning. It's evening now. Where's the rent? Tomorrow, I said. My voice came out flat. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Tomorrow? He laughed. A bitter laugh. You said tomorrow yesterday. What's your guarantee? I had no guarantee. I had nothing. Just my laptop. 1 open order and 2 tea bags left. Give me 2 days, I said. I looked him straight in the eyes. 2 days. I swear I'll pay. Look, Sarah, he said. His voice softened, but his eyes didn't. You're a good person, I know. But I live off rental income too. I've got my own debts. You understand? I understood. Everyone was in debt. Everyone was struggling. I wasn't special. But that didn't make me feel better. When I closed the door, my hands were shaking. I set the laptop on the table. The half-finished logo design sat on the screen. The client was going to pay $400. If I delivered tomorrow morning. If I got paid tomorrow afternoon. I could make rent by tomorrow evening. Maybe. But what if I didn't? I worked until 3 a.m., finished the logo, prepared 3 different versions, presented each one with different color palettes. It had to be perfect. This client could bring more work. At 8 a.m., I sent the email. Your design is ready, attached. While waiting for a response, I drank coffee. Didn't have any, drank water. Looked out the window. New York was waking up. This massive city, millions of people, all chasing something, all trying to survive. At 9 a.m., the phone rang. Sarah, the logo looks great, but... My breath caught. Can you make the colors a bit brighter and increase the font size? Revision. Free revision. Of course, I said. I'll send it within an hour. I did the revision. Sent it again. It was 11 a.m. Perfect. I'll send payment by noon. Noon came. No payment. 1 p.m. Nothing. Mike knocked on the door. Sarah? By evening, I said. Please? At 2 p.m., I texted the client. Is there an issue with the payment? No. Accounting is just slow. It'll hit your account by evening. It didn't. At 6 p.m., Mike came back. This time he didn't talk, just looked. By morning, I said. He closed the door. Left. But I knew. He'd come in the morning. And this time with a locksmith. That night, I didn't sleep. Sat at my laptop. Scanned freelance platforms. Read every listing. Urgent logo design, $150. Social media graphics, $80. Business card design, $50. Low rates. But I had no time. I bid on 5 different jobs. Sent my portfolio. I can start immediately, I wrote. 24-hour delivery guaranteed. At 7 a.m., one response came. Let's give you the social media graphics job. Payment 50% upfront. $40? Not enough, but it was a start. Deal, I typed. Payment came within an hour. I ran to the ATM, withdrew the cash. When the screen asked, "Another transaction?" I hit no and walked out. I stood on the street, $40 in my hand. My rent was $950. What would you do? When I got home, Mike wasn't there, but the locksmith's card was hanging on the doorknob. I went inside, opened the computer, started working on the social media graphics. 6 hours straight without getting up. 12 graphics, each one a different concept. Modern, minimalist, dynamic. Delivered it. Client loved it. Sent the remaining $40. $80. Not enough. But I couldn't afford to stop. That night, I took 3 more jobs. Worked until morning. Business card design, Instagram posts, menu for a small cafe. Made another $230. In 3 days, $310. Not enough. But something had changed. I wasn't waiting anymore. I wasn't waiting for my old client's payment. Wasn't waiting for my old agency's owner to come back. I was creating now. On the 4th day, the landlord came. Papers in his hand. Eviction notice. "Sarah, I'm sorry, but—" "1 second," I said. Went inside. Opened the computer. Checked my account. 5 different payments from 5 different clients had come in. Total, $650. Not enough. But close. "Mike," I said, "today I'll give you $650. The rest within 3 days." He looked. Thought about it. "Fine," he finally said, "but this is your last chance." I gave him the money, left with 0. But I'd gained something. Time. The next 3 days were the busiest of my life. Worked from 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. Completed 16 jobs. Some $50, some $150. But it was all adding up. And something else happened. My clients started recommending me. "Sarah is fast and high quality," they wrote on the platform. My rating went up. My profile views increased. More job offers started coming. On the 7th day, I paid the remaining $300. Mike was surprised. "How did you do it?" he said. "I didn't stop," I said. That day, I understood. When you don't have a secure job, you create your own security. When you don't have a monthly salary, you earn from 30 different clients. 2 months later, my monthly income passed $4,000. I had regular clients, signed with an agency, continued freelancing, but I wasn't desperate anymore. 6 months later, I moved. Bigger place, my own office space. I called Mike. "Thank you for giving me those 3 days," I said. "Don't mention it," he said. "You saved yourself." He was right. But there was something he didn't know. The day he came to break down the door, my life was already broken. The moment I heard that door cracking, I made a choice. Either I'd collapse, or I'd rebuild. I chose the second. And today, looking back at the same day last year, 1 year ago today, I withdrew my last $40. Today, I have 6 months' rent in my account. And I learned this. Sometimes the biggest opportunities are born from the biggest crises. Sometimes the door needs to break so you can open a new one. Sometimes you need your landlord's threat to become your own boss. I'm Sarah. I'm 33 years old. I'm a freelance graphic designer. And the worst day of my life made me make the best decision. When they came to break down the door, I was inside rebuilding myself.